Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is going to be on Tenet. Now, this is a perfect example of how all movies are subjective, because me and my buddy David walked out of this film, and I had my hand on my head like, what just happened? And he loved the movie. I hated this movie. I was confused for the whole 2.5 hours, even though it's 2.5 hours of pure exposition. You know, if you don't know what this movie's about, it's basically a heist movie with time travel. You know, there are people going forward in time like regular, and they're trying to get this object. And there are people from the future that are going backwards in time trying to get this object. And they kind of meet in the middle. And they tried explaining how this works, but I did not understand. I still don't understand how time travel works in this movie. But that doesn't mean you won't get it. It's just that when they were explaining things, it just was going by so fast that I wish I could have gone back in time to see what they said, because it totally went by me. And mainly it's because the sound design, and even David agrees with me that the sound design in this movie is horrific. I mean, there are none of the music in this movie or soundtrack or score, whatever you want to call it, that matched any scene that it was with in this movie. And it just left me so frustrated that I literally walked out and I was like, man, I don't even know what any of the characters' names were. David had to tell me what the main character's name was after I watched 2.5 hours of this character. I mean, that's not showing a good movie to me. And when you walk out confused, now some movies are great when they're confusing because you can go back and kind of get it, because there's a lot in this movie that happens near the end that you want to go back and go, oh, well, this was going on, so now I get it. So now I want to go back and rewatch that scene, because now that I know what's going on, it makes that scene more interesting. But this movie didn't do that for me. I mean, I don't want to go back and revisit this movie because it made me so mad. And it didn't leave, it wasn't a happy, frustrating movie, kind of like, Fight Club. That movie was beautifully written and beautifully directed. That made you want to go back to the original scenes and rewatch those things now that you know that what's going on. But anyway, I'm digressing, guys. Sorry. That's my thoughts on Tenet. But what do you think? Have you seen Tenet? Do you plan on seeing it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember, the only thing stopping you is you stopping.